Hello, welcome to the Fiercely Spiritual Podcast. I'm your host, Sandra Ray, and I'm delighted to have you here today. We're talking about the new moon in Pisces. I'm going to explain all about the energy, what to expect, how to work with this new moon energy, and I'll explain about other factors that are coming into play during the new moon phase. So, we are going to start by getting to know all about the Pisces energy and what that means and what it feels like. So, if you don't already know, the Pisces new moon falls on the 23rd of February, and the Pisces energy, it's this watery, intuitive, sensitive energy. And it's really beautiful energy to work with during this new moon phase because the new moon, as many of you know already, is all about the birthing phase, setting intentions, creating desires. So it's the phase of coming up with our true heart's desires, tuning into them, tuning into soul desires, and then over the 2-week new moon period, working towards allowing those desires to manifest. So with this Pisces energy, we're going to really notice that there's emotional healing maybe coming up, or it might be that you're finding that emotions are heightened or coming to the surface. And what's coming up as well at the moment is other people in your life. They may be mirroring things back to you. So asking yourself, what are people around me mirroring back to me? Is there somebody that's triggering me? Is there something that's unhealed in them that I need to heal within myself? And that's why I'm being triggered by it. Is there something that I need to accept about this person? Is this person teaching me something? Are they teaching me how to be accepting or loving or patient or kind, or to really practice unconditional love? Because when we are in the presence of those who are triggering us and we're feeling frustration coming to the surface, we're feeling those emotions coming up, and they can be really strong sometimes. In those moments, if we can stand and look at that person or the situation and love them for how they are right now, even though they're not the way we want them to be, if we can stand in that moment and say, okay, well, this action that they've done or this way they're being is bothering me, but I'm going to choose to love them unconditionally. And it's not condoning actions. It's not about saying the person is right in what they're doing. You can totally disagree with what they're doing, but you can still love them through their actions, through whatever way they're being, and know that this is how Source loves us. Source loves us unconditionally. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter what we feel, Source loves us unconditionally because it doesn't know any other way to be with us, because Source is unconditional love. So if we can embody Source a little bit more by being in that space of unconditional love, and again, not saying that we have to tolerate things in our lives that aren't acceptable. We can love somebody but still set boundaries. And that's coming up as well with this new moon. So I'll talk about that in a minute. For those of you working with the energy of Pisces, the guardian angel of Pisces is Barachiel. So Barachiel is brilliant to call on if you're finding that you need emotional healing, if you're finding that your emotions are just getting too much, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're oversensitive, you're just feeling that you're experiencing things and you maybe feel you want to escape. It's not about escaping, but you can call on Barachiel to help you to heal, to help your emotions to heal and to release with ease. So if you're working with Barachiel, it's a great time to call on this angel of Pisces during this Pisces new moon. And the other factor that's coming up is that Capricorn is also predominant at this time. I think there's 4 planets in Capricorn. So Capricorn is very different to Pisces. It's a very, it's more grounded, it's an earth energy. Pisces is water. So you're going to find that there's going to be a balance between the ethereal Pisces and the more practical Capricorn. And this can be a good thing because we may find that with the Pisces energy, we're tuning into our dreams, we're tuning into soul desires, and we're really allowing ourselves to tune into the ethereal side of things. But we ground that through the Capricorn energy, which is about taking action to make our dreams a reality. So what steps do we need to take? What practical steps can we take right now in order to see our dreams coming to fruition? So the energies are going to really nicely balance each other. Now, of course, there's always cases where the energies can oppose each other as well. If you are only living in the ethereal side of things and you don't want to take the action steps and you're fighting that side of it and you're thinking it's just going to manifest out of thin air, then you might find that you're not moving forward and you're feeling a bit stuck. So be sure to follow through with the grounded, earthing Capricorn energy and to take action if needs be. And Capricorn is also about setting boundaries. So again, as I mentioned, if you're finding that there's people in your life that are triggering you, if you're finding that people are mirroring unhealed parts of you, yes, accept them, love them unconditionally, but also set boundaries. If you need to take a break from that person, if you need to tell that person in a loving way that they are doing something that has upset you or that you don't accept or that's not acceptable, then you can tell them, but through love, not through hurt, not through hate, not through anger, not through frustration. So it's going to be a challenge for some of us to do that when we are feeling triggered, to be in that space of unconditional love, but also then to set boundaries and know when to say stop, know when to say, okay, this is enough, and know how to do that through love. And each of us will find our way. Each of us will do it differently. Each of us may find that it comes up differently for us, but knowing that you can be in that space, knowing that you can love unconditionally while having healthy boundaries and while loving yourself and others around you. It's not always easy, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to unfold into that love and allow it to unfold on new levels. So enjoy the new moon, the Pisces energy, enjoy this time of nurturing your dreams and actually taking the steps to see them to become a reality. Thank you once again for being here. I will see you next week for another episode of the Fiercely Spiritual Podcast. Bye bye.